Today we will learn the construction of a right-angled triangle when the length of one of its legs and hypotenuse is given. You might recall that if the hypotenuse and one side of a right-angled triangle is equal to the hypotenuse and one side of another triangle respectively, then both the triangles are congruent. This rule of congruency is also known as the RHS congruency criterion. So far, we have learned the construction of triangles based on SSS criterion, SAS criterion, and ASA criterion. Now, we will construct a triangle based on the RHS criterion. Suppose we have to construct a right-angled triangle ABC. In ABC, the measure of angle B is 90 degree, the length of the hypotenuse AC is 5.7 cm and the length of the side BC is 4.5 cm. Let us construct a triangle ABC with the given measurements. Step 1. First of all, we will draw a rough figure of triangle ABC with the given measurements and mark the given measurements on it. Drawing a rough figure gives us an idea of how a triangle can be formed. Step 2. Here, the length of the side BC is 4.5 cm. Therefore, we will draw a line segment of length 4.5 cm with the help of a ruler. We will name this line segment BC. This line segment is the side BC of triangle ABC. Step 3. Since angle B measures 90 degree, we will draw a ray BX which is perpendicular to the line segment BC at point B. We can construct this by marking a point at 90 degree using the protractor and draw a ray BX passing through it. Where should the point A be situated on the ray BX? Can you tell how to find the position of the point A? Think for a while. You got it right. We know that hypotenuse AC is equal to 5.7 cm. Let's get the position of the point A with the help of this. Step 4. The length of the hypotenuse AC is 5.7 cm. This means that the vertex A is at a distance of 5.7 cm from the vertex C. So, to determine the position of the vertex A on ray BX, we will measure a radius of 5.7 cm on the compass and draw an arc on the ray BX with point C as the center. Step 5. The arc intersects the ray BX at a point. The point of intersection is the point A. Therefore, now we will join the vertex A and the vertex C, from which we will get side AC of triangle ABC. In this way, we have completed the construction of triangle ABC in which the measure of angle B is 90 degree, the length of the hypotenuse AC is 5.7 cm and the length of the side BC is 4.5 cm. Similarly, if we construct a triangle RPQ in which angle P is equal to angle B is equal to 90 degree, hypotenuse RQ is equal to AC is equal to 5.7 cm and the side PQ is equal to BC is equal to 4.5 cm, then the obtained triangle RPQ will be congruent to triangle ABC. That is, if we place triangle RPQ on triangle ABC, then we will be able to see that triangle RPQ covers the triangle ABC completely. That is, both the triangles are of the same size and shape, which means triangle RPQ and triangle ABC are congruent. Thus, we can say that by using the RHS criterion, we get a unique triangle. So today we learned the construction of a right-angled triangle when the length of one of its legs and the length of its hypotenuse is given. In the next video, we will see some examples related to this. Today we will see some examples related to the construction of a right-angled triangle when the length of its one leg and hypotenuse is known. triangle BCD is a right-angled triangle in which angle C is equal to 90 degree, side CD is equal to 4 cm and side BD is equal to 7.2 cm. Construct triangle BCD. Here, we have to construct triangle BCD. In triangle BCD, the measure of angle C is 90 degree, the length of the side CD is 4 cm and the length of the side BD is 7.2 cm. Now, we will construct triangle BCD. Step 1. First of all, with the given measurements of triangle BCD, we will draw a rough figure. We will mark the given measurements as well as the right angle. From the rough figure, we come to know that in triangle BCD, the side CD is the leg and the side BD is the hypotenuse. So, let's construct triangle BCD with this information. Step 2. As is given in the question, the length of the side CD is 4 cm. So, with the help of a ruler, we will draw a 4 cm long line segment. This line segment is the side CD of triangle BCD. Step 3. The measure of angle C is 90 degree, and to draw an angle of 90 degree, we will draw a perpendicular line from the vertex C on the side CD as ray CG. To draw a perpendicular, we can take the help of a protractor or we can also use a ruler and a compass. The vertex B of triangle BCD should be located somewhere on this perpendicular. Step 4. We are given the length of side BD as 7.2 cm. Means vertex D is at 7.2 cm distance from vertex B. Vertex B must be present somewhere on perpendicular GC. Therefore, we will take a radius of 7.2 cm in the compass and draw an arc taking vertex D as center, which will intersect perpendicular ray GC at one point. This intersection point is vertex B of triangle BCD. Step 5. Now, we will join the vertex B and the vertex D, from which we will get the side BD of triangle BCD. In this way, we have constructed the right-angled triangle, triangle BCD. Example 2. In triangle EFG, angle F is equal to 90 degree and the length of each side other than the hypotenuse is 5 cm. What type of triangle is triangle EFG? Construct triangle EFG. In triangle EFG, the measure of angle F is 90 degree. That is, angle F is a right angle. Since in triangle EFG one angle is a right angle, therefore on the basis of angles, we can say that triangle EFG is a right angle triangle. Since in this triangle, apart from the hypotenuse, the other two sides are equal in length, we can say that it is an isosceles right angle triangle. Now let's construct triangle EFG. Step 1. First of all, with the help of the measurements given, we will draw a rough figure of triangle EFG. From this, we come to know that in triangle EFG, the side EF and the side FG are the legs and the side EG is the hypotenuse. Let's construct the triangle. Step 2. Using a ruler, we will draw a line segment FG of length 5 cm. The line segment FG is the side of triangle EFG. Step 3. With the help of a protractor, we will mark an angle of 90 degree on the vertex F, from which we will get a perpendicular ray FD on the side FG. The vertex E should be situated somewhere on the ray FD. Step 4. We know that the length of the side EF of triangle EFG is also 5 cm. That is, the vertex F is at a distance of 5 cm from the vertex E. Therefore, we will take a radius of 5 cm on the compass and taking the vertex F as the center, draw an arc on the line FD. The point of intersection is the vertex E. Step 5. Now, by joining the vertices E and G, we complete the construction of triangle EFG. So, today we saw some examples related to the construction of a right-angled triangle when the length of its one leg and its hypotenuse is known. In the next video, we will see one more example related to it. Today we will see another interesting example related to the construction of a right-angled triangle when the length of its one leg and the hypotenuse is known. Let's look at an example for this. Raj walked 10 steps in the northeast direction, then moved 6 steps towards south and then returned to the starting point. While walking, all of Raj's steps were equal in length. Find out which figure can be constructed for the given situation. First of all, we will make a rough figure and find out which figure we will get. For this, we need to know about the directions. So, let's understand them first. You must recall that there are 4 major directions: east, west, north, and south. With this, the directions in between them are the northeast, northwest, southwest, and southeast, which we depict as given in this figure. So now, let's solve our questions with the understanding of the directions. We will mark the location of Raj with the point P. Raj walked 10 steps towards the northeast direction. Suppose 1 step is equal to 1 centimeter. We will show this by drawing the line segment PQ in the northeast direction. Then, Raj walked 6 steps towards the south. We will show this by drawing the line segment QR towards the south. And then, Raj returned to the starting point. We will show this by joining the points P and R to obtain the line segment PR. We see that we have obtained a triangle. Therefore, we can say that a triangle will be formed in the given situation. On the basis of the angles, can you tell the type of a triangle that is formed? Think for a while. Let me tell you. We see that point P is in the west direction from point R and point Q is in the north direction. This means that the side PR and the side QR form a right angle with each other. That is, triangle PQR is a right angle triangle. Since triangle PQR is a right angle triangle in which angle R is a right angle, we can say that in triangle PQR, the side PQ is the hypotenuse and the sides QR and PR are the legs. If we use the given measurements, we can say that hypotenuse PQ is equal to 10 steps is equal to 10 centimeter and the side QR is equal to 6 steps is equal to 6 centimeter. Since we know the measurement of the hypotenuse and a side of a right-angled triangle, we can construct a unique triangle using the RHS criterion. So, let us construct a right-angled triangle, triangle PQR. Step 1. We have drawn a rough figure of triangle PQR already. Keeping this in view, we will construct triangle PQR. Step 2. Now, with the help of a ruler, we will draw the side QR of length 6 cm of the same measurement as triangle PQR. In this video, we are drawing the side QR in the vertical direction. But it is not necessary to do so. You can also draw it in the horizontal direction. Step 3. Now, we will draw a perpendicular RS on the side QR which passes through the point R. Vertex P must be located somewhere on this perpendicular. Step 4. To find the location of the vertex P, we will take a measure of 10 cm on the compass and draw an arc by placing the sharp edge of the compass on the point Q, cutting the ray RS. The point of intersection is the vertex P of triangle PQR. Step 5. Then, by joining the vertex P to the point Q, draw the hypotenuse PQ of triangle PQR. This will complete the construction of triangle PQR. Today we saw another interesting example related to the construction of a right-angled triangle when the length of its one leg and the hypotenuse is known.